What's up, everyone? Welcome to the grand finale of the biggest gainer with team. Now, we've seen 5 contestants go through a rigorous, crazy training under Rhotimmi. And before we get to meet them, give us a small, brief breakdown in regards to the competition and as to why you started fitness.
All right. I want to welcome everyone to the biggest gainer show. My name is Rhotimmi, and I'm an A-certified fitness professional. Did it back some years ago. I was skinny, very skinny that I didn't like myself or didn't like how I look. I had always wanted to have that puffy look, you know, those guys in the magazine, but I never had the right guide to it or had the technique to grow, the programs and all that. So I always go into the gym. I just do what I want to do. I see guys pushing weights, doing chest press, and I get into it and do it. Until last year or 2 years ago, when I met Shafi, who was my fitness professional, guy that trained me to grow. And I realized that I have been doing so many things wrong. So many things wrong that I felt like there are so many other people like me out there. So I thought about this contest as a guide to other guys like me who are wanting to gain weight, but they don't have that right guide to it. They don't even have anything to motivate them to do it. So I thought about having a motivation, giving them a motivation to do it. And everyone knows money is a motivation.
Yeah.
You know, so I felt like 50,000 would be a substantial amount to make people want to go. And all you have to do is get people moving. Once they move, and they can continue on their own. But moving is the most important thing. And that is why I'm in. My mission is to get people moving in their fitness journey or their lifestyle. So
Nice. And right now we are gonna embark through the journey. We're gonna see like the challenges, the difficulties, and of course the end result they all went through. And you spoke about 50,000. 50,000 is the grand prize. The biggest gainer walks away.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that everyone gained.
yes, everyone did.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Was there anyone who was a bit challenging?
We'll see.
We're definitely going to see. So all the contestants, if I may request, you guys should come to the front. And yeah, once I can just mention names randomly. We can start with Rogers. Makofi Manze. Clap. We only had one lady, if I'm not wrong, Tina. Sheriff. Hanif. And lastly, Felix. I'm sorry. Yeah. I can see the gains here and even the couch is not. The couch won't fit enough. Timmy, can you see the work of your hands? Yeah. Nice. We finally get to meet the contestants. How you guys feeling? Yeah? You look relaxed. It was a crazy one, man. Back to you, Timmy. What was it that you were looking for? What was the criteria of selecting them?
Okay. Actually, I just made a post without a clue of how I would get it done. Yeah. But I knew that we have to have a before body stats and an after body stats, which we did.
Okay.
So before the contest, we weighed everyone on a tally machine. So it brings the body weight, it brings the fat mass, it brings the muscle mass, it brings the total body water, it brings the bone mass. And we did the same after the program. And choosing the winner, we would be using an addition of the net body weight,
Okay.
the net muscle mass,
Okay.
the net fat mass,
Okay.
the net total body water, and the net bone mass.
Okay.
Then we would add everything together, and the person with the highest index, which I call the Rhotimmi's index, would be the winner.
The winner. Yeah. So the whole purpose was actually to gain muscles. Yeah.
Yes, to gain.
So on a range, if you can just give us on a range of who was the highest, who
Hey.
was the highest, who gained the lowest. No, don't mention names yet. Just give us a figure.
Okay. I'll tell you the difference between the highest and the lowest. The difference is about 17 RI. 17, yeah, something like that.
Wow. 17 is, and that's muscle.
17. I mean, by 17, after calculating the difference between the body weight, the difference between the fat mass, the difference between the muscle mass, and the difference between the total body water and bone mass, we would have an answer, would have a figure. Yeah, it can't be measured like as kg, because I felt like after the whole program, if we measure the body weight and someone gains 2 kg as per body weight, you see someone else gaining 6 kgs muscle mass and losing 4 kg fat mass and body water and all that. But all those things do not reflect in the body weight. So we had to, and since it is the biggest gainer show, I had to add up the whole gains. Do you understand? Which I call the Rhotimmi's index. And at the end of the day, you'd find the figure having RI in front, which means I am not taking it as kg. I'm taking it as an index for gaining for this program. Do we understand? Clap now.
Awesome. At least now we have an understanding of what the program really entails. And if I can just start from my far right, Hanif, if you guys can just tell us how was the whole program, how was the whole process, and what is it that you learned from?
Well, the reason is why I started this was I was in off season right now, some 2 months back, yeah. So I needed some extra motivation on my goal to the off season. So when I saw the post about the biggest gainer with team, I thought this could be one of the motivations to keep me disciplined during my off season, so that I wouldn't be skipping and missing my meals. And yeah, so it was all about like working out hard based on the working out that we were given, and eating a lot and a lot of supplementation at the same time.
Okay, the reason why I started this program is because when I saw Shafi and Chris, I wanted to be somewhere like them. I wanted to be at that level, and that's why I wanted to like having a serious routine which I can follow. Yeah, so that one day probably I'll be at that level.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to big up Rhotimmi. This is one of the highest, like my highest highlights this year. And the reason why I joined the program is because, first of all, I may not be joining the bodybuilding scene, but first of all, to be fit, like body health, fitness, and like obviously I want my body shape to be right, and when I wear any type of clothes, like to be dark and stuff. Yeah.
And the only lady in the park, eh? I'm sure you're leading. Eh?
Hi guys. So the reason that I joined this contest is, first, I've always been so skinny, like really skinny, and I hate it. Everyone is always in my ear about you're too skinny. And then the angel, Mr. Rhotimmi.
The freshest angel.
I call him my angel in my head, because he saved me. I always thought that I would remain skinny all my life, but then he showed me that through working out and eating right, I can be able to get the body that I want.
Wow.
Okay, hi everyone. When it comes to me, I'm a gym rat. I love the gym, and I've been obsessed with it for a long time. I started off because, as I told him earlier, it was because of bullying at a young age. So
Okay.
I started working, doing sports, doing all the things that can get me like stronger and all that, so that I can protect myself. But along the way, it became something that I fell in love with. I fell in love with fitness, and I fell off a bit after a really long time. I fell off a bit because of work. I had to get my grind going and get to the next level. So I had to take a break, and I'd been on a break for a really long time. It was over a month, and I'd never taken a break that was that long. So I saw the post on Rhotimmi's channel on my search world, on Insta stories. So I ignored it at first. I was like, no, 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 this is not. This might just be something to get clout or something.
A
So,
prank.
so after that, Tina's a good friend of mine. So, and we even trained before together. So, she DM'd me and she was like, "Yo, are you up for this? I think we can do this." So I was like, "Okay." What do I need to do? She was just like, "Yo, hit him up and get to talk to him and see." And for a fact, I hit Tim up and he was really cool about it. He was like, he's a really cool person, first of all. So it was like, yo, just send me this and this and this, and then I'll get you hooked up. So after that, that's when I joined, and it has been crazy because I'd not been working out for a minute. And coming back to the gym, we started at the top. So we started right here. You remember my first session? I was making ugly faces all through the session. Right?
Everyone makes them, I'm sure. You know,
And I annoyed Tim a lot. I was like, yo, because I was never the annoying type, but I was like, yo, Tim, I think I need to go. So we really had it going for a minute, but down to the fourth week, I'd seen so much gains, and my strength had come back, and I was feeling better. And also, I got to add weight that was sort of a problem for me after a while. Like you hit a plateau, and he helped me break it, and I'm really grateful for that.
nice one. Incredible. Now, Tim, from what I'm hearing from every one of them, like each and every one of them has a story behind as to why they joined, not only for the money. What's the one thing that you learned from them?
These guys really made me proud. Like, for me as a person, this is my trainer. And
Can we zoom in?
when we started training with him, I started training with him with Faye. She was my gym partner. So we used to train together. And he would always, I like your work ethic, because I never say die. Like, I would always say, if I die, I die. I mean, like, I just want to grow.
Yeah.
And stopping at nothing.
Yeah.
So that was the kind of mental toughness that I wanted from them, and they showed me that. And I can't say any other thing than to say I'm really, really proud of them.
Yeah.
Like, really, 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 really proud of them. Even the one that that always looks like it's really dying every time we train, it still goes. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate them. I really appreciate them.
Nice one. And I'm sure also you guys would like to ask a few questions. Is there anyone who's willing to go in right now before we announce the winners? They're all winners actually, because they all earned something, they all learned something, they all managed to, they gained something that they didn't have, when they joined the whole program. So if you have any question, yeah.
What made you say, like from the beginning, just meeting these people, and then where it's coming down to these couple of people, what made you say, let's just go full steam ahead and let's keep doing this and let's keep helping people join this like gym tradition? What made you say, okay, this sticks, this is what's going to be my thing? When was that moment?
I've always wanted to have a positive influence in people's lives, Starting fitness was a personal thing for me, because I really, really wanted it. And the fact that I was doing it wrongly, and I know that there are other people like me, I know for sure, I see people say, oh, I go to the gym, I've been working out all this while, I'm not getting my gains and this and that. And I know deep down you're doing something wrong. It's either you're not eating good or you're not training with the right routine. And I want to be that angel, you know, for everyone. Yeah, so that's it.
Nice one. Anyone else?
Any future programs that you should be looking forward to this year?
Season 2 is coming.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It will be bigger and better.
Nice one. Nice one. Anyone? Yeah.
Jimmy, what challenges do you have when it comes to now dealing with 5 different types of people who are having different body type? So what are the challenges that you're facing when it comes to their training program?
Okay. Number one, I had to find an equal platform for them, which is the gym that we used. We used Smart Gyms. And it gave us the same kind of equipment which I had designed my programs with. And I knew that if they followed that program, they are going to get their gains. All right. The only exception that I made was for the lady. I had to incorporate 2 lower body days for her because ladies are prone to grow more on their lower body than the upper body. So I had to incorporate 2 lower body days. The first day is quads and hamstring based, and the other day is glute based. So, you know, so basically all the programs are the same. For the pros that have been going to the gym for a long time, we had to start from where they are comfortable with. I had to know, because we did body assessments, you know, we did all those things. So I knew where their fitness level is. And I always ask them, what is the lowest that you can do? What is the highest that you can do? And that I can gauge properly between the first set, second set, third set, and fourth set. Do you understand?
And so for now, so that we can understand our contestants really well, team, I want us to take us through the process of the MED future. Yeah, we start with Andy.
4 sets.
Your call.
Really?
kg for the 50G.
Yes.
My friend sent me like on your post. I'm like, yo, bro, you are bulking right now, and there's this competition, there's like a challenge. Rhotimmi is starting a challenge, which is all about bulking. So I said, I was actually bulking at that particular time, but I needed some extra challenge because I know like now if I'm competing with other guys who are like also trying to put the same size, it's even gonna motivate me more.
Hey, let's go. It's ridiculous fast.
Like I was missing something, but it's worth it. It's worth it, and I feel the intensity, the gain, yeah, everything.
gym. I used to live in the gym. I'd go to the gym with like a 5-liter bottle and like 2 lunch boxes with a friend of mine, and we just sit. We train, we stop, we eat, we go back to training. It became like a daily activity. So people used to call us mad and all that. Like these people are crazy about the gym. This is a gym rat. You know? I'd say that I love challenges and I love growth. And this program is lit. Anyone who wants to bulk should go for this program. And it will also challenge you, you know, it will build up mental toughness.
Right.
That will help you outside the gym too. So I think that's a good thing to aim for. Like challenges, not just something that you're comfortable with.
Is a plus. It's just the icing on the cake. But what I want, my cake is actually gaining weight and feeling good in my body. I mean, you only live once and only have this body for this lifetime. So I'd rather make it look good.
With a good form. Yes. All right, let's go.
Come on. Yeah, let's see this embarrassment.
You need a body like you. That's why I need to like work hard every now and then. Yes.
I see you coming after.
Yes, I'm coming after you, man.
I'm sure none of you guys will back out ever again, yeah? After all that pain, come on. Yeah? So basically right now what we're gonna do, team, is everyone is a winner, but we're getting close to know who's gonna walk away with 50,000. That was the grand prize. You know, the one who backed the most got the chance to walk away with 50,000. But also we have amazing campus here, courtesy of Rhotimmi. And definitely everyone walks home as a winner. This is the first season. Second season will be even more interesting. Yeah, you believe that? You guys believe that? You guys believe that? Awesome. So just to start at number 5, you guys better clap for them, yeah, as they get up. A round of applause for Felix.
Just we started with 72.9. We ended with 71.1. Its muscle mass started from 60.7 and ended at 62.9. Its fat mass was 9.0 and ended at 4.9. And the total body water from 43.8 to 45.5. This clearly indicates that his food wasn't as enough as he was supposed to. His body was using food more than he needs to take in, which means that his muscle will grow, but his body weight will go down. Do we understand?
Coming in at number 4, we have Rogers.
So, we started with 69.9, we ended with 71.8. Muscle mass started from 54.0 kg, and we ended at 57.8, which means he gained 3.8 kg of muscle. And on fat mass, he lost 2 kgs, starting at 13.0 and then in at 11.0. And total body water gained 2.5 kgs. Sorry, this should be 40. And the bone mass, he gained 0.1. And the total from the net is 6.3 RI.
And we have 3 remaining. And coming in at number 3, Tina.
We started at 38.4 and we ended at 41.5, which means she gained 3.1 kgs. Muscle mass increased from 34.2 to 35.6. Fat mass increased from 2.3 to 4.0. The total body water increased from 24.5 to 25.6. And the bone mass remains the same. Which means that I want to talk about the bone mass. The bone mass will only increase when you apply lots of pressure, when you go through a lot of endurance while you're lifting weights. So the heavy lifters are prone to increasing their bone mass more than the light lifters. And she's just coming into the fitness scene, so she couldn't really go as high as the heavy ones would lift. All right. That explains why our bone mass remains the same. Let's clap for her. So,
And now, so may I have Sheriff and now, the winner for the grand finale, biggest gainer with team, ladies and gentlemen. The one who walks away with the grand prize of 50,000 Kenyan shillings is none other than Sheriff.
started at 85.9 kg and he ended at 92.8 kg, which means he gained 6.9 kgs throughout the 4 weeks program. The muscle mass of 67.5 to 69.9, which gives us 2.4 kg increase. And we have the fat mass of 14.9 increasing to 19.3. The bone mass, as I said before, the heavy lifters would always increase in bone mass more than the light lifters. So he gained 0.3 kgs of the bone mass. Just a quick, let's go to Anif's result. As you can see, Anif gained 2.6 kgs. He gained 6 kg of muscle mass from 57.5 to 63.5. He lost fat mass, 3.7 kgs of fat mass. The total body water increased, bone mass increased. It is the biggest gainer show, and we need to gain in all the parameters. It simply implies that his body needed more food than he was taking. More of fat, more of carbs. proteins were sufficient, but carbs and fat are also important when gaining. I hope we understand this, which shows on this side. So if he had incorporated more fats or a higher caloric deficit, caloric surplus, then he might have gained even more than we could see here. That is why. But in all of them, Hanif gained more muscle mass. Can we clap for them? Thanks, Sam. And for the winner?
Before we hand over the grand check of 50K, you guys can see it's 50,000, yeah? Can we zoom it? No mediocre. But anyway, man, so season 1 has actually this is the final of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that we're anticipating for season 2? Some actually said, please. I think more money.
I mean, I don't know. It hasn't been an easy run, yeah. With all the preparations and everything. I solely did this on my own with the support of Smart Gyms, who gave me the gyms for me to be able to train all of them. So, and I can't credit none other than to credit Vinita for that. She has been so nice to me. So nice. So I'm down for making it even a bigger price or a bigger show, as much as my finances can go. But next one would be bigger and it will be better.
Social media, if anyone wants to embark on the program, because a lot of people follow you for fitness stuff,
yeah,
where do they find you?
My Instagram name is Rhotimmi. Rhotimmi.
This is actually for the people who will be watching.
So I mean it's Rhotimmi. No other Rhotimmi. Yeah.
Nice one. A round of applause for Rhotimmi, guys. Let's give it to our amazing contestants. Let's give it up for Smart Gyms. And let's give it up for all of you guys for coming through. And one for me. So, Rhotimmi, if you don't mind, Sheriff, come through. I want you to do the honors. His hard work has paid off. He walks away with a grand check of 50,000 Kenyan shillings, courtesy of Rhotimmi Fitness. Congratulations, Sheriff.
And until then, it is the biggest gainer with team.
We live!